Brian Murphy along with Jeremy Fowler
Hi,
here
Brian.
at Winter Park, ready for week 1 against Jacksonville. It's been a long 6 weeks of preseason training camp.
Yep.
What have we learned? What do we expect to see? And big question is, what's number 28 going to be doing in week 1?
Well, it's still complicated. We got 4 days left before the season, and you know, really everything's up in the air. I mean, they could put Adrian in, and he could have 10 to 12 carries and break off an 80-yard run for a touchdown and look like the old guy that he was, or he can come back and you know, he's still inactive. I mean, he's had this vision for 8 months now that he wants to play in week 1. And you know, the other day Leslie Frazier was talking, and maybe he's just trying to temper expectations a little bit, but he didn't sound like a guy to me that really wants to play him. He wants to be cautious with his prized investment, but you know, it's early in the week, a lot can change, but yeah, the way he sounded the other day was almost like Adrian could do backflips in practice and it still wouldn't matter. So you have this tug of war between a guy who desperately wants to play, feels like he's ready, versus a team that wants to be cautious. I think anything can happen at this point.
And it sounds like, too, Adrian's kind of seen the light a little bit in that. I know he's been very aggressive in saying how he wants to be back there in week 1, but I think in the last couple of weeks, I think he's kind of come around to where the team stands,
right,
where he is as an investment in a commodity, and what he needs to do to be most successful and help them win. And it helps that they have sort of a softer open of the season with a home game against Jacksonville and a road game at Indianapolis. They may not need his 20 carry as much.
But here's the tricky part, though. If he's healthy and he's ready to go, you got the best running back in the game, do you wait? You know, that's the question. I mean, if he's ready to play, you might as well exhaust your best options too. So
it sounds like it's going to be a game time decision on Sunday afternoon. We also have Percy Harvin now. A lot of the load is obviously going to be on him. It's been on him for the last couple of years, but you know, had a very sort of quiet training camp in the sense that there was really no problems with him health-wise.
Sure.
There was no spillover from the mini camp drama either. It sounds like you know, he's kind of just basically enjoying himself right now.
Sure, and that's a good thing for the Vikings. If he's quiet and healthy, then they're in a good spot. So, you know, the tricky part with him is for the 3rd straight year, really, he's their best receiver. He's going to command some double teams. They'll try to mix and match him, move him all around the field, but it's still difficult when there's not another legit downfield threat. They signed Jerome Simpson in the offseason. He's gone for 3 games in suspension. So here we are again. It's the same theme. You know, they have to have somebody step up and try to make a big play downfield. Is that Devin Aroma should do? Is that Michael Jenkins? I mean, the options are limited. I think you're going to see a lot of Kyle Rudolph and John Carlson, the other tight end, if healthy. You're going to see a lot of those intermediate routes feeding the big guys in the middle of the field.
And of course, there's a lot of optimism in preseason because they haven't played games yet and they haven't faced adversity. I mean, this is a team coming off a 3-13 season, probably destined to have the first 3 consecutive losing seasons since 1963. So, you know, the bar is very low. You know, how should this season be defined? Should it be a particular victory total, development of key players, how they look? I mean, how Leslie Frazier manages. I mean, what's going to be the ultimate measuring stick for a successful year for these guys?
Well, you heard Ziggy Wolf say it, right? He defined it. Let's make the playoffs. Let's be divisional champs. I mean, it's the same thing with Leslie Frazier. They avoid the rebuilding term like poison. I mean, they're saying that they want to win the division. I understand that. That's a lot of rhetoric maybe, but the thing is, in the NFL, things can go your way. If you get a few breaks and you stay healthy, that's a big part. I mean, they're much healthier this year than they were last year. I'm not ready to say they're going to be winning 8 to 10 games yet, but I think there's some signs of optimism. My theme is market improvement. If you get to maybe 6 wins or something, I don't know if I want to exactly put a cap number on it, but show market improvement. Show that you're better than 3-13 by at least 2-fold. I think Leslie Frazier will be in a good spot entering year 3 of his contract.
I mean, physical, smart, and able to overcome some adversity.
Sure.
Those are the things that they weren't able to do when they fell to 0-4 last year. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out the gate, because that's probably going to define a little bit of what the characteristics of this team is going to be. So we'll be watching it all 16, 17 weeks, as it were. Signing off week 1 for Jeremy Fowler, this is Brian Murphy.